guys, I'm outside today, which is amazing because it's been so windy that yesterday if we had been out here, you would not have even been able to hear me. It was so windy, but today it's nice and calm. So I'm going to do the reading right outside.
And we're also going to do a field trip.
Yeah, we're going to start working on the Lily Farms field trip today, a little bit later. Okay, so when we left off, we have our two characters, Finn and Molly, and they are twins, and they found this camper in their driveway, and they went inside and looked around, and it's early in the morning, so they have their pajamas on, and then they went up to the front seat, and they were pretending to drive places. But all of a sudden, Molly hit the button, and there were no keys in it, and it started talking to her. The last sentence in chapter 2 says, a deep voice came out of the speaker. Hello, it said. Who are you? And so chapter 3 is called Buckle Up and Don't Puke. And you know who might be puking?
Finn.
No, not Finn. Molly. Finn almost fell out of his seat, and Molly actually did fall out of hers. Hello, the robot called again. Hello, hello. Hello. Molly glanced at her brother from the camper floor. Finn? She said softly. Your name is Finn? The voice asked. Funny, you don't sound like a Finn. The twins' eyes moved to the same place, the keyhole, on the right side of the steering wheel. The empty keyhole. Then they looked at each other. Their eyes were wide and their mouths were hung open with shock. How do you do, Finn? The voice asked. I'm not Finn, Molly said, climbing back into her seat. Finn is my brother. Don't talk to it, Molly, Finn whispered. Why shouldn't she talk to me? The voice asked. Because you're a camper, Finn said. And then he clamped his mouth shut because he realized he was now talking to it. Young man, the voice said, sounding slightly insulted, tell me something. Have you ever talked to a camper before? Has a camper ever talked to you? No, said Finn. I'm going to turn so you can see the picture, hopefully. That was my point. Precisely, the voice said. That is because I am not a camper. I am a planet Earth transporter. Huh? Said Finn. You can call me P.E.T. for short, the voice said.
It was pets we were doing.
Because it's planet Earth transporter, so it's P.E.T. I know every street, highway, parkway, freeway, cul-de-sac, interstate, dirt road, and wooded pathway that there is. My mom's car knows that too, Molly said. It's called GPS. P.E.T. made a noise. GPS, big whoop. There's nothing hard about being a computer that tells a driver how to use normal roads. Normal roads have traffic, potholes, and stoplights. An old machine can do that. P.E.T. Any old machine can do that, P.E.T. said. But I travel using the internet. You can't travel on the internet, Molly said. You can only log on and look up information. Why do you think they call it the superhighway then? P.E.T. asked. Because, the twins stuttered, but neither of them knew the answer. I can prove it, P.E.T. said. Just tell me where you want to go, anywhere you want. I've always wanted to go to training camp, Finn said, for the Major League Baseball teams and they train in Florida and Arizona, but that isn't until March. No way, said Molly. I'm not going to watch a bunch of boring sports teams play a game. It's not boring, Finn said. Well, we can't go, P.E.T. said. I knew it, Molly said. She turned to Finn. Information travels on the internet, but people don't. Actually, P.E.T. said, since spring training is in March and it is presently June, I'm unable to take you. I am many things, but a time machine is not one of them. Maybe you should pick the destination first. Maybe I should. We will start close by, practically in our own backyard. Why do we need a camper to go somewhere to our own backyard? Finn muttered. Buckle your seatbelts, PET said. The screen lit up and the camper started humming and shaking. Then there was a nearly blinding flash of bright white light. Finn, Molly shouted. Don't puke on me again, Finn shouted back. Don't worry, PET said. We'll be there in a jiff. The twins gripped the armrests of their seats. Oops. The twins gripped the armrests of their seats tightly. Oh no, oh no, oh no, Molly cried. It's okay, Molly, Finn said, though his voice was quivering. I'm sure that this is some kind of joke, or it's just a dream. We're in our pajamas, you know? He glanced at Molly's blue top and leggings. And since we sometimes think the same things, maybe we're just having the same dream and... But then, Finn looked out the window.
What happened?
He saw snow-peaked mountains and miles of winding rivers that led to a massive lake. Farther on, he saw a forest that looked like it was made up of giant Christmas trees. There were lavender and white wildflowers everywhere, and a flock of brown birds flew by the passenger side window. I've never seen birds like those in our backyard before, Finn said. But they're larks, Molly told her brother. You think you know everything, Finn grumbled, even in my dream. The camper stopped with a jolt, and suddenly it was quiet and still. The twins weren't sure of many things, but one thing they knew for sure was they weren't in their driveway of 24 Birchwood Drive anymore. So where do you think they went? Let's look at the picture for a second.
It was also chapter 4.
Don't tell them, guys. Here's the chapter. So it doesn't look like Ohio, they're thinking. They might be somewhere else with tall, tall mountains and trees. So think of a couple states that they might be and make a little prediction. I mean, they're not in Florida.
And they said they might go west or east.
Yeah, they're snow-capped mountains. We don't know.
Not in Arizona.
They're not in, yeah, it looks kind of chilly out. So, all right.